Hi viewers, my name is Vijay Simha. I am working as an assistant professor of English in Marri Laxman Institute of Technology and Management, Dundigal, Hyderabad. Today I am going to teach you the usage of articles in English language. In the previous lecture, I discussed the usage of articles, definite article, indefinite article, and the omission of articles. So I divided this lecture into three parts. The first part of the lecture is indefinite article, the usage of article a and an. But today I am going to teach you the usage of article, definite article, the. So let us go to topic. The topic name once again, the usage of definite article, the kinds of article once again, indefinite article and a definite article. In previous class, I discussed about indefinite article, the usage of article a and an. But in this lecture, once again, a or an is called indefinite articles. We can say it's used before a noun which is not defined in particular or referred as in general. For example, an apple, a horse, a boy, a MLA, a 1 rupee coin, an hour, an elephant, a one-day international player, a union, a university, a European. So these are the examples we discussed in the previous class, indefinite article. But today, a definite article, the usage of definite article, the. So where do we use this article, the? The is called the definite article. It points out some particular thing or person. Example, the doctor, the principal, the bus, the prime minister. So these are the examples. So let us see in this slide. The is used before the adjectives to represent a class of people. The is used before adjectives to represent a class of people. Example, the rich, the poor, the dead, the blind, the wounded. So these are the examples. The rich are rich and the poor are poor in India. Article the is used before an adjective to denote quality. Article the is used before an adjective to denote quality. Example, the evil, the good, the beautiful, the elite. So once again, the evil, the good, the beautiful, the elite, the sophisticated. So we can use particular to denote the quality. Article the is used before a unique things. So we use definite article the used before the unique things. So example, she is the bride. She is the bride for him. She is the bride for him. That means this is the place for picnic. So unique thing. She is the bride for him. Only bride, wherever we attend marriage ceremonies, one bride, one bridegroom. The same way, she is the bride for him. She is only the bride for him only. So this is the place for picnic. This is the place for picnic. He is the dean of academics. He is the dean of academics. So we can use like this before the unique things. We use the article the. The is used before the noun, before a noun whose identity is common to all. The is used before a noun whose identity is common to all. Example, the president, the prime minister, the principal, the king, the queen, the prophet, the bench or the bar, the postman, the press, the media. So we can use whose identity is common to all. Example, the president of the country, only one person. The prime minister, in the same way, the principal, something, institution. The is used before the singular common noun. Article the we use before a singular common noun, the noun which is common. The post office, the police station, the bus station, the metro station, the radio. So please remember, before the TV, we do not use any article, but radio, we must use article the before radio, the post office, the police station, the bus station, the metro station. So we can use with nouns which are common to all. So one more, the article the is used before the musical instruments. Please remember, this is very important. Any musical instrument, wherever we have any musical instrument in our sentences, we must use article the. Example, she is playing the violin, she is playing the sitar, she is playing the piano, he is playing the drum, he is playing the tabla, he is playing the guitar. Any musical instrument. So whenever we have any musical instrument in our sentences, we must use article the before the musical instruments. So this is very important. The article the is used before the measurements. Article the is used before the measurements. We buy diesel by the liter. They sell bananas by the dozen. We pay salaries by the month. So before the measurements, we buy diesel by the liter, we sell bananas by the dozen, we pay salaries by the month. The same way, article the is used before the prepositional phrases. Article the is used before prepositional phrases. The girl with beautiful hair. So we are particularizing this girl, the beautiful girl. So the girl with beautiful hair. The men in black, the men in blue, the men in white. So we can say the men in black, the particular people who are in black. And the boys of this campus, the boys of this college. We can use the particular boys who belongs to the particular area, particular institution. The boys of this campus, the people of this village, the people of this village. We can use the boys of, the girl with beautiful hair, the men in black, the boys of this campus, the people of this village. Please remember prepositional phrases. Article the is used before the relative clause. Article the is used before the relative clause. The book you bought yesterday, really that's fantastic. The book, the particular book, the book you bought yesterday. The girl who is standing at the bus stop. There are so many girls standing at the bus stop, but we are talking about the particular girl, the girl who is standing at the bus stop. The animals that live in this forest. The animals. So there are so many animals, different kinds of different animals are there in the forest. But we are talking about the animals especially that live in this forest. He is playing the guitar. Before I talked about musical instruments, we must use article the. In the same way, he is playing the guitar. So one more example. Article the is used before adjectives in the superlative degree. Article the is used before adjectives in the superlative degree. Example, the best watch. The best watch, the most beautiful girl, one of the most intellectual, one of the cleverest boy. So the cleverest boy, the most intellectual boy, the best watch, the most beautiful girl. So in superlative degrees, when we have superlative degrees in sentences, when we use superlative degrees in sentences, we must use article the. Note, the article is not used when it is used in the sense of very. Example, if there is very adjective, it is most interesting story. It is most interesting story, but don't say it is very interesting story. It's wrong. It is most interesting story. Article the is used in comparative degrees. Article the is used in comparative degrees. Example, before of the two. He is the cleverer of the two boys. He is the cleverer of the two boys. She is the taller of the two girls. She is the taller of the two girls. He is the cleverer of two boys. So when the comparison between the two people, when the comparison between the two girls or two boys, comparison between the two people, he is the cleverer of the two boys, she is the taller of the two girls. So we use article the. So the usage of article the article the is used before the ordinal numbers. The article is used before the ordinal numbers. the first. Don't say first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So he is the first boy. He is the last man. So like that, the first, the second, the only daughter, the only hope. I have only hope to get help from you. The first person who entered the hall, he is the first person. She is the second girl who entered the class. The one and only daughter, the only daughter he has. Her name is Sudha. The only daughter, her name is Sudha. The only hope. So like this, ordinal numbers, please remember, the article is used before the ordinal numbers, the first, the second, the third, the last, the only daughter, the only hope. Thy is used before the few or little relative clauses. I have learnt the few things from you. I have learnt the few things from you. I have spent the little money what I have. I have spent the little money what I have. Please remember, I have spent the little money. We are talking about the particular money, what I have. I have learned a few things. I have learned a few things. I have learned the few things from you. I have learned the few things. I'm talking about the few things from you. Usage of article. The is used before the names of mountains or hills. Article is used before the names of mountains or hills. The Himalayas, the Alps, the Kashi Hills, the Vindhyas. So whatever the mountain, Himalayas, Kashi Hills, the Alps, the Vindhyas. So we must use article the Himalayas, the Alps, the Vindhyas, the Alps, the Kashi Hills. But note, the is not used before the single peak of mount. Example, Everest. Everest is the part of Himalayas. So we use article before the Himalayas, the Himalayas. But Everest is a part. It is inside Himalayas. So we need not use any article before Everest. Kailas, the same way. Kailas, Kanchenjunga. Kanchenjunga also part of Himalayas. Mount Abu, Olympus. So these are the single peak of mounts. So we do not use any article before these. Please remember, whenever we get a word Everest in our sentence, we do not use any article. The reason is Everest is the single peak of mount, is a part of Himalayas. We use article before Everest, the article the Everest, sorry, before we use article before Himalayas, the Himalayas. So Everest, no article, Everest. Kashi, Kailas, Kanchenjunga, Mount Abu, Olympus, we don't use any article before the single peak of mounts. Article the is used before the names of group of islands. Group of islands. The Andaman, the Nicobar Islands, the Maldives, the Sumatra, the West Indies, the Philippines, the Lakshadweep. So we can use group of islands, article the, but where there is a single island, no article. Example, Sri Lanka, Sicily, Bermuda, Ireland. So these countries, we never use article. Single island, no article. Group of islands, we must use article the. Examples, the Andaman, the Nicobar Islands, the Maldives, the Sumatra, the West Indies, the Philippines, the Lakshadweep. So we can use articles. Note, the is not used before the individual islands. Malta, Bermuda, Ireland, Sicily, Sri Lanka. Next, the is used before the names of gulfs, canals, seas and oceans. The is used before the names of gulfs, canals, seas and oceans. Examples, the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian Ocean, the Suez Canal, the Sri Ram Sagar, the Sri Ram Canal, the Indira Canal, the Pacific, the Mediterranean Sea, the Gulf of Mexico, the Panama Canal. So we can use before the canals, gulfs, seas, oceans. Ocean, seas, gulfs, canals. We must use article the before these nouns. The is used before the names of rivers, channels. The is used before the names of rivers, channels. Any river, any river. The Krishna river, the Manjira river, the Mushi river, the Godavari river, the Ganga river, the Mississippi, okay, the Indus, the Nile, the English Channel, the Sutlej, okay, the Brahmaputra, the Kakatiya Canal, the Amazon River. So whatever the international rivers inside India, whatever the river, even Musi River. So the Musi River, the Krishna River, the Godavari River, okay, the Ganga River, the Brahmaputra River, whatever it is. Whenever we have a river in our sentence, we must use article the. The noun name, I am talking about not river. When we have a noun about river, we must use article the. The is used before the names of these countries. Few countries are there in the world, group of countries formed as a nation. Example, the Netherlands. So we must use article before the country Netherlands. The Netherlands, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the UK, the USA, the UAE, the Sudan, the Congo. So before this, only 5 countries are, we remember to use article the Netherlands, the USA, the UAE, the Congo, the UK. But recently, we got one more country, Sudan. So we use article the before the country Sudan. Why? Sudan, it was divided into 2 countries, South Sudan, North Sudan. So both Sudans are existing in the world. So we must use article the before the Sudan, the North Sudan, the South Sudan. So we are particularizing Sudan. The is used before the names of holy books. The is used before the names of holy books. The Gita, the Bhagavad Gita, the Vedas, the Bible, the Quran, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, the Iliad, the Bible. So we can use article before the names of holy books. So please remember, if you have any holy book in your sentence, we must use article the before the holy book. The is used before the names of newspapers. Most of the speakers in our everyday English, we make mistake the usage of article before the newspapers. We don't use any article before the newspapers. This is an error. So sometimes we make mistakes like this. Please remember, if you have any newspaper in your sentences, definitely you must use article the. Example, the Times of India, the Hindu, the Indian Express, the Deccan Chronicle, okay, the Inadu, the Sakshi, the Namaste Telangana, the New York Times, the Times, the Economist, the Guardian, the Statesman, or any magazine, the Frontline, okay, the Frontline. So we can use. So any magazine, any newspaper, if you have any magazine, any newspaper in your sentence, we must use article the before the names of newspapers and magazines. The is used before the cardinal directions. The is used before the cardinal directions. The south, the east, the west, the north. South, east, west, north. But simply we can say, but we must use article when we use this cardinal direction. The south, the east, the west, the north. Without using article, if you say the usage is wrong. Okay, before the names of cardinal directions, the article the is used. Please remember, article the is used before the names of inventions, any invention, modern inventions, oldest inventions. So modern inventions are old inventions, whatever the inventions in the world, we must use article the before the names of inventions. The telephone, the microscope, the wheel, the steam engine. Okay, so any invention. The is used before the names of unique things. The is used before the names of unique things. Only unique thing. The sun, the sky, the moon, the universe, the world, the air, the sea. So any unique thing. The is used before the names of unique things. The sky, the sun, the moon, the universe, the air, the sea, the world. So please remember. Article the is used before the names of public or historical places. Please remember. Article the is used before the names of public or historical places. In our everyday English, sometimes where we use this public, where we talk about public places, historical places, we never use article. So that sentence is wrong sentence. So the Jew, I'm going to the Jew. I'm going to the Jew park. I'm going to Jew park is wrong. I'm going to the Jew park. The Jew, the museum, the Cine Planet, the Bapu Ghat, the railway station, the MGBS bus station, the Taj Mahal historical place, the Taj Mahal, the PVR cinema, public places, the Indira Park, public place, the public garden, the RTC crossroads. Before the names of roads also, we must use article. The RTC crossroads, the airport, the metro station, the Red Fort, the railway station. So any public place, any historical place. So we must use article the before this. Article the is used before the parts of articles of clothing. Article the is used before the parts of articles of clothing. Example, the collar, the trousers of you bought, the trousers you bought fits you well. The trousers you bought fits you well. I held him by the collar. I held him by the collar. So we can use examples like this. So here, the trousers by the collar. Collar is a part of clothing. Thank you so much listening to my video. So I divided so far 3 videos regarding articles. Part 1, the usage of indefinite article a and part 2, the usage of article definite article the, how to use definite article the separately, second part. And third part, I divided video into omission of article, where we do not use article before the nouns. So omission of article also very important. If you attend any competitive exam, they may test you 1 or 2, 3 marks in the area of articles. So you must remember the definite article, indefinite article, omission of article, 3 marks. Definite article 1 mark, indefinite article 1 mark, and omission of article also 1 mark. Nearly 2 or 3 marks you will get any competitive exam or any recruitment exam. Thank you so much once again. So have a nice day.